Good evening, YouTube! Austin Trench coming at you with another Toku Toy review. Today I am covering the 2014 Unlock Your Hero Max Steel action figure. This is a 6-inch figure inside this exclusive box from San Diego Comic-Con in 2014. Let's turn it over to the side here. You can see Max and his partner Steel side by side without his helmet, and on the other side you see him with his helmet with Steel in the same pose. Now you go to the back of the figure and you see a short bio on there, which I will show right now. And also, you see the many forms he has, but are sadly not a part of this figure line. You got strength mode, flight mode, and speed mode, and it has the website where you can visit them at www.maxsteel.com. So yeah, with those quick little bios out of the way, let's open up Max to see what he's really made of and check out his awesome accessories. Alright, here he is out of both of his packaging, and I gotta say, it's very impressive, given that it's from a toy line that's usually basic and for little kids. Now, as you can see, he's fully articulate right here, except for the waist. It's supposed to do that way. It's supposed to go back and forth in 360, but for some reason, the waist is stuck together, but I don't want to break it, so I'm not gonna mess with it. The arms can fully rotate right here, see? Both sides. The legs, they don't really have much motion right here. I really wish that the knee would bend more so that way you can do more dynamic posing, but overall it's very well done. Another problem I want to point out is the paint, because as you know, Max Steel's design is much different in the cartoon than how it is here in terms of paint, but they got the sculpt incredibly right. I really love the detail on his helmet. The helmet is my favorite part of the figure. It's so well crafted, and it really shows a lot of love was put into this one. A weird thing is that a lot of the Max Steel figures, except for the Stealth Max Steel figure, doesn't have this helmet option, but if they do put this on a figure, it's usually on the 10-inch scale. Going up close, as you can see, as I said before, the paint and sculpt is incredible on this, but from the waist down, it's as you can see right down here, you can see this, which is I will get to now. This actually has a button in it that allows Max to light up. See, so you press it right here, and you can't see it right now, but it is lighting up here. But the problem is that you don't really get to see much of the light on the helmet and the chest unless you have it like the lights off, like this. Let's put it like this. Yeah, you can see it right there. But a problem I have with it is you only have to press on it to hold it down to sort of see what it's going to do, because it doesn't have a delayed time on it like so many of the Tron figures did in their toy line for Tron Legacy, and I really wish Mattel actually put that into this figure. So yeah, Max has a great sculpt and everything, and great paint apps for the most part, but I really wish that Mattel had a stronger light for this, because it really does hurt the figure if the light doesn't stay on so people can get a long-lasting effect on it. Moving on to his accessories, Max Steel comes with two things, a sword and his trusted alien companion, Steel. I really like how Steel looks in here, although I have an issue with the paint. You don't really get to see more of the face, and as we know in the show, if you watch the new show, that Steel's face is black where you can see the sort of light up features on there, but with this being a smaller figure, I can understand why they scaled that down. As you can see right here as well, he has a sword with a very special peg on there, which I will get to soon, which I really enjoy how it looks because it gives it a Cloud from Final Fantasy look. With that said, let's get Max back together right here so we can bring him up with Steel and show him what it looks like when you combine this with the special pegged figure. Alright, now that we got the sword ready, let's add this. Ta-da! Steel. Put it in right there. And hold on. Here we go. Right there. Wow. That's actually pretty cool. As you can see, it gives this a sort of extreme turbo sword look, if you remember from the show. And if you have the light on in there, especially at night if you have this, because this is translucent plastic, it will really light up the sword, and that really scales this figure up more than the rating I was supposed to give this. Another thing you can do with steel is use him as a boomerang, like in the original pilot episode of this reboot of the Max Steel franchise. I warn you though, it is hard to fit the arms that Steel has into the hands that Max has, because the hands were specifically designed for the sword, which is on its own right hard to put in there because it's like huge and massive. But so far I've had no trouble putting the hands in, but I've heard from other reviewers that it is difficult to add that in there. But overall, it looks very good, especially if you count for the new movie toy franchise, which will come out maybe this year, but obviously before the movie comes out. So, my overall thoughts on this figure, I give it a 9.5 out of 10. It's not perfect by all means, but it's a must-have if you're an action figure fanatic like I am, and if you love the new Max Steel series. It's really a must-have, especially if you want that figure that does have Max Steel's helmet on it. And with that said, that's all the time I have for today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.